Gamers have power. You have the power to change the world. Never in my mind have I believed this more deeply and truthfully. 2018 has been a very interesting year, obviously kicking off of the travesties, the insanity of 2017, where EA, Battlefield, loot boxes, that whole mess came to a head. And then going into 2018, really strong start of the year game-wise. But then we see the ESRB come out and pretty much say, loot boxes aren't gambling. And that we're going to do a better job at the industry. Really kind of turning in on itself, protecting its investment. Which really solidifies what the ESRB is about. It's about protecting the industry and not individual gamers. You have the power. You have the power to change the world. Never have I believed this more than today. This year we've seen CrossPlay. We were told it was an impossibility. That would never happen. People specifically told me that I should focus in on other things. To give up my quest for CrossPlay. And respectfully, I understand where people are coming from, but I want to talk to you guys about momentum. Momentum in the fact gets things done. There's probably a million other things we need to tackle. As an industry, as gamers, there's 100,000 other things that we can all focus in on. But if we focus in on 100,000 things at the same time, nothing gets done or very little progress gets done spread across the entire playing field. You have the power. You can change the world. Last night before I was going to bed, a nice little post over at Polygon talking about how the FTC is going to start investigating the mechanics regarding loot boxes to ensure that children are being adequately protected. You might not agree that a loot box is gambling, you might not have a problem with loot boxes, and that's fine. In fact, actually I probably fall somewhere in that playing field because I don't purchase loot boxes. I don't have a struggle with gambling. I've always kind of avoided those mechanics, but I'm wondering at what cost have we seen these type of games come into play. I don't actually blame the development studios at all. I don't blame the publishers. We only have ourselves to be upset with. Whether we're unwilling to pay the right price for these products, whether we're unwilling to purchase these games outright, free-to-play came in because it was a necessity. Especially in a market oversaturated with game over game, with game, and extra games, and games on top of games. And you get my point. How do you compete? How do you make profit? How do you keep the lights on? How do you feed your developers so they can feed their families? This is business and it's okay to make money. So I really personally hold myself to blame as a gamer. I like to look and reflect on me before I start pointing the fingers at anybody else. Am I unwilling to pay the right price for games? I don't pay for loot boxes, but I always enjoyed kind of the idea of them, the entertainment value, but even more so that I play RPGs in which that every treasure chest could be a loot box, especially in online MMOs where you don't necessarily know what you're getting. The excitement of getting something and opening up that present is obviously tantamount to the whole thing, the whole idea here. I think that's what makes gambling so interesting in the first place. Now, as somebody who does not struggle with it, I can easily get up and walk away from any kind of table. We were out in Vegas for the Fan Fest. I was able to play, have a lot of fun, get some free drinks. It was a good time all around. But loot boxes are a different story, especially when they ingrain so much into the game. People have made millions and millions of dollars off these things, and it's not their fault. We've paid for them. Gamers have continually said this was okay until 2017, where EA just took it one step too far. Maybe they took it one step too far 10 steps ago, but it got to the point where gamers said, enough. We have the power, we can change the world. And I don't mean that as a platitude. I mean that literally. We see gamers working with Extra Life. We see gamers going about and doing really great things. But all we need to do is just ask ourselves, what are we willing to sacrifice? What are we willing to work on? What are we willing to give and to push and to come together as heroes, as gamers? So an update to the article that was posted on Polygon, and the link will be in the description below if you guys want to read the whole thing. But the ESA basically sent them an update saying loot boxes are a way that players can enhance the experience of the video games offer. Contrary to assertions, loot boxes are not gambling. They have no real world value. Players always receive something that enhances their experience, and they're always entirely optional to purchase. They can enhance the experience for those who can use them, but have no impact on those who cannot. Oh my goodness. This just is, I don't know, this just sounds like the ESA to me. Of course it is. This is them defending themselves. This is them coming and saying, no, we're okay. I can guarantee they're going to be spending millions and millions and millions of the money that we've given them. Not directly, but indirectly, because to be a part of it, you have to pay them money. On lobbyists to be able to petition the senators and the FTC to conclude this. Now, other countries have ruled, I guess, in favor of protecting, especially children in this regards. I think as an adult, there definitely has to be a level of personal responsibility. Personal responsibility is key. It's often not talked about. We say, hey, protect us, protect us, protect us. It's like, at some point, you need to stand up for yourself and say, enough. If you're having a problem with it, gambling, if you're having a loot box addiction, a gaming addiction, any kind of addiction, please seek help. But this is just a typical business move. If you guys really want to see change, with CrossPlay, people saying it was impossible, it's happening. The FTC here is a big step. It's an important step. It is not to be, discounted by any measure. That doesn't mean or guarantee victory. That doesn't mean or guarantee that things are going to change for the positive. That really all depends on you. You, the person who is still watching this video, who is still listening to my words. Gamers have the power. Gamers can change the world if we want to. If we have enough fortitude to do so. Sometimes it's as simple as sending an email. Sometimes it's as simple as sending a tweet. But oftentimes it's the, contacting our representatives and telling them this is something that is concerning to us. If we don't voice our opinions, whether it's for games or whether it is with the government or whether it is with each other, then we can never really truly know what's needed and what's the best thing for us. I don't know where you fall on this issue. I know where I fall on this issue. I fall in the camp of personal responsibility, but also that I don't necessarily like this practice, but then also I understand that it needs to make money. I don't know what's next. It's kind of like I definitely am conflicted. The devil I know versus the devil I don't. If companies can't make money selling loot boxes, how can they make money? And I'm not against them making money. I'm always very pro-business. But I'm also, in this case, I think we could be both pro-gamer, pro-consumer, pro-child, pro-business. We just have to come to the table and figure out what's best for everybody. If you're against loot boxes, make sure you make your voices heard. Not just on Twitter, though. Make an impact. Stand up, speak up, do, be, act, believe, momentum. It's truly a powerful thing. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of conversation wrapped around the ESA, and it's interesting to see here we are just 1 year later. We have the power, and we can change the world. This has been Brian for Work to Game. Thank you for listening to this random rant / vlog / just pure thoughts. I just wanted to kind of put down and share those with you guys. I leave the rest in your hands. Will you take action? If you're interested, I hope you do. If you're not, thanks for watching this video regardless. I wish you all the best. For Work to Game, my name is Brian. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a fantastic week, and take care.
Oh, excuse me. What's up, workforce? Chuck here, telling you should totally like, favorite, subscribe, share, dance, raise your hands in the air. I'm off camera. I'm off frame. I'm new at this. Hey, listen. You, yes. you haven't hit that subscribe button, you totally should. I recommend it. Chuck approved. Anyway, also, thanks to all the Patreons. You're in the corners. Whoa!